Tens of thousands of Jews once walked this road at the outskirts of Lviv. This road led from Kleparov railway station to Yanovsky concentration camp.
This is the place where Calvary started for people, the road to their certain death.
Some were taken for extermination to Belzhice camp in Poland, while others had been massacred here, near the concentration camp at the Pesky area. 78 years later, hundreds of people from all around Ukraine and other countries took this route again. They all came to join the March of Life memorial event in Lviv and look back at those atrocities that had taken place here. Yanovsky concentration camp, not many of you know, but it's one of the biggest in the world. It was created to bring the final solution to the Jewish question in Lviv in 1941. Though it was created as forced labour camp, many people knew what really was happening behind that fence.
This is where Kleparov railway station was located. When getting off trains, people could see the camp. Some witnessed the captives being taken to work in columns. Others saw the captives getting shot when they attempted to run or disobeyed or made SS soldiers unhappy.
People were being shot during the whole period of the camp's existence. Even today, it's hard to name the exact number of victims. Before the arrival of the Soviet army, the Nazis burned all the corpses and cleaned up the territory. By various estimates, the number of victims ranges from 40 to 100,000 people. The March of Life for the first time took place in 2007 in Germany. At that time, the Nazis' descendants broke the veil of silence over the hideous truth in their families and began visiting with Holocaust survivors to ask for forgiveness. And even today, the asking for forgiveness part remains one of the pivotal goals of this memorial event. A delegation from Tubingen also joined the March of Life in Lviv. They came to ask for forgiveness for their ancestors' crimes.
And because I found out that my great-grandfathers, that they were Nazis, that they were here in this country. I look like the typical soldier of the Waffen-SS because they were 190 high and they had blonde hairs, blue eyes. So that was the perfect type for the Nazis. For me, it's really an honor to be here because I do the same, the exact opposite of what my great-grandfathers did.
Up to 160,000 Jews had lived in Lviv before the Second World War. Less than 2,000 survived the Holocaust.
I was just a child then. I don't remember a thing. I don't remember my mom. She passed away when I was 2. I have a photo left where she holds me on her lap. I don't know where her grave is. It's not like she has one. I mean, where her ashes lay.
For decades, Yanovsky concentration camp was shrouded in mystery, especially the fact that 90% of people who got there were Jews. For a long time, there was a talk only about prisoners of war and political undesirables. And though many years have passed, the historical silence and unwillingness to repent of those atrocities affects the life of the country in general.
It may seem like a certain country has everything to be successful, but it's not. As if there is some kind of hindrance. And I'm 100% positive that this hindrance for Ukraine is this veil of silence that has to be broken.
The March of Life takes place every year in different cities of Ukraine, where the bloodiest massacres happened.
We realized that we had to organize something like this in Lviv as well. This is why we, along with the Roman Catholic congregation called Living Fire, agreed to hold the March of Life. We'd like to say that a human life is the major value and no one under any circumstances can take it.
The town you live in can be saturated with blood, and beautiful side streets with buildings could have witnessed the murders of innocent people. How well do you know the history of your own town, of your family? Follow us online to find out more of Marches of Life and other memorial events. and become a part.